Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Eichhoff. I am here to talk about people. People are challenging. Our relationships can be challenging, right? We all know that it takes a lot of work to have a really healthy relationship with maybe more personal side. We think about this. I like to then apply it to our professional side. So I don't know why, but it seems like when we are at work, we feel like we're perfect with communication. Whereas at home, we might know that we have some challenges and some areas to work on. So bringing the reality into that comment and saying, okay, well, if I am challenged by this at home, I'm probably challenged by this at work is good because it helps us be able to take a step back and look at where do I fall short and where can I get more training, education, and skills and practices to hopefully improve those things. So I had an experience with a pest company, here in the Atlanta area. We had a small pest company that handled our spraying for the insects and that sort of thing. And then they merged with a little bit bigger company. This bigger company, and maybe it's because of the merger, they do not communicate anymore very well with their customers. They used to be great, and now it's just terrible. And so we've had, appointments scheduled, waiting on them to come. They just don't show up. They reschedule it. We don't know they've rescheduled it. We call about it. They act very put out by us. They don't listen really to what we're complaining about. And then they throw a solution out there. It doesn't get the problem solved. And then we go into this whole thing. So around and around and around and around and around and around we go. And it's very frustrating. And so I'm about this close to figuring out how to go somewhere else, right? And I'm pretty sure that once this happens again, or if it does happen again, I'm not going to use this company anymore. So this is a problem for most small businesses. And I think since the pandemic, this has gotten even worse. Customer service is just challenging. And we have to think about how do we treat people? How do we treat our employees? How do we treat our customers, our investors, our partners? How do we actually hear what the problem is, address the problem, not get triggered, not get defensive, not throw all these, excuses up, but actually hear what their problem is and then try to deal with that problem and solve the problem. So this is what I love to teach people how to do, how to listen better, how to actually dial into what the problem is, and then go forward from there. So thinking about your company or thinking about a company that you've worked with, how has the customer service or the customer experience been? If you're an employee somewhere, how does that feel? Do they listen to what you're saying? Do they validate how you're feeling? I'm not saying they have to placate to every single problem somebody has, but if we're not hearing the problems, we're missing the bigger issues. And usually, if one person is complaining about something, usually lots of people might be complaining about that. And so it's a big issue, so we need to pay attention. So think about with your business, where that might be. I know for me, I've definitely done this kind of work, and I continue to look at things that I can do better because I know there are probably many, many areas that I can. But I love to teach really active listening skills. I love to teach people about your particular communication style. So your personality, your communication style all goes into how you interact with other people. I also love to teach teams about each other's communication style. So once I know how this person communicates, and if it's different from my way of communicating, how do I adjust so that I know that what we're doing makes sense and then they get it? And then that goes to customers as well. How do we listen to them? How do we actually ask the questions that make sense? And then what systems do we have in place? What process do we have in place that actually helps us address those systems in a timely fashion and not make the problem worse? Because just selling to customers, current customers that we have, is the best way to increase your profit margin. You're not spending a lot more money to get those customers. They're already customers. So if we can get them to buy more from us, more times from us, maybe a bigger sales price, all of that helps your bottom line. So, all right, that's my little tidbit for the day. Think about that. If you have any questions, let me know. And also let me know what you had done to improve your communication and how do you feel like it's changed your business. I would love to hear that. All right, Kim Eichhoff, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon.